Tuesday night, the NBA draft lottery was revealed with Orlando getting the #1 overall pick. But we're not here to talk about winners, man. Let's talk about the losers of the NBA draft lottery. And I'm going to start with the guy who cheers for the team out of Washington, Mike Sykes. Who was your biggest loser in the NBA draft lottery?
Outside of my Wizards, I'm going to go the Detroit Pistons, man.
Detroit basketball!
Falling from out of the top 3 into number 5, that's a good pick generally in the draft. But in this draft right here where you have like 3 really, really, really good players at the top in Chet Holmgren, Jabari Smith, and Paolo Banchero, like you really wanted to get that top 3 slot. So to fall out of there, maybe get a Jaden Ivey or a Shaden Sharp or a Keegan Murray, like yeah, that might be cool, but like it's definitely not what you were looking for if you're a Detroit Pistons fan. So like I don't know. To me, they're the biggest loser. They're in a good position still, but it's not the position they wanted.
Yeah, Detroit was projected to be a top 3 pick, and then they fell to 5. It looks like Detroit will continue their rebuild. Charles, you are a New York Knicks fan, and they didn't freeze any envelopes this time, so you could get the #1 overall pick. So I don't think you're going to say the Knicks, but who's your biggest loser from the draft lottery?
Well, the Knicks haven't moved up in like 50 gajillion drafts since Patrick Ewing. So, we're perpetually losers. So I don't think this is part of this conversation, okay? But I will say that the biggest loser in the draft lottery is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, you remember back when we all talked and it was like, we should laugh at the Lakers the rest of the season. Well, we laughed and we laughed and we laughed some more. And we're still laughing because they had a chance at a top 10 pick, but obviously they traded away in the Anthony Davis trade. Now, obviously, would you trade a future of a dismal future like the Los Angeles Lakers have for a championship? Well, yeah, that's what they ended up with. But now we can laugh at them because they need an infusion of youth, and they are not getting it because now the 8th pick is going to the New Orleans Pelicans, who, by the way, are going to have a really good team next year if Zion's healthy. So I think you have to say the Lakers lose a lot here because they could have ended up with a good young player to add to a rotation that desperately needs it.
So not only did they lose in the draft lottery, but they lost on social media because all day the New Orleans Pelicans were just coming at them with different videos, BI videos. So they're down 2 in my eyes. Bryan, we're going to go to you. He just talked about your Lakers, but I don't know if you want to say the Knicks or you have another team in mind. Who is your biggest loser from the draft lottery?
Oh, the Lakers. I don't know her. For me right now, with the NBA draft lottery, I'll actually push back on both of your points first, real quick. I actually think the Pistons are winners here. I think they could end up with the player who's the best overall fit for them in Jaden Ivey at 5, someone they may have even looked at if they got the 1 pick. The Lakers lost well before the lottery when they didn't put any protections on their pick. We already knew they were going to lose before the lottery happened, so that is irrelevant. The only team that really got, bad luck here would probably be the Portland Trailblazers for me. And I think that while some people call it a 3-person draft, I would say it's closer to 6 because Shaden Sharp, Jaden Ivey, and Keegan Murray are all super interesting. I think there's a big drop-off at 7. And that is exactly where the Portland Trailblazers are right now. And also, realistically, that's a team that needs immediate help the most because they still have Damian Lillard on their roster and they don't have anyone to help them right now. Maybe they can get someone there. Realistically, I don't think it's that attractive of a trade piece. I don't think it's that attractive of a win-now destination in terms of who they can get. So it's a tough one for Portland.
Man, the draft guru himself saying that there are 6 players you might want to draft, but at 7, not so much. This one is hard because if you was to ask me who was the biggest loser before all of this, I would have told you the Lakers. But, as Bryan said, we just expect them to lose at this point. Charles, would you agree with me? We just expect the Lakers to lose.
That's fine. I keep losing too, so I'm lumped in with LeBron and co. That's fine. I'll just help you. Do you want help, Evan? Is this what you're asking for?
I'm going to go with Sykes because I do feel like when you're projected to get a top 3 pick and then you fall, even if those next prospects are good, decent, become all-stars, sometimes it's the top-heavy lows in the lottery where you really want to get one of those top 3 players. So Sykes, you won this one. I think this is the first one you won with me as host. Congratulations. Bryan, I do love you basically telling each person why they're wrong. And also, if you check out Bryan's draft guys, not only is he interviewing prospects, but he also is giving you mock drafts week to week. He's telling you players who might slip down in drafts and also who might slip up and surprise you and be a late first rounder or even get into the lottery. So, Bryan, I'm shouting you out, but Sykes, you got 30 seconds. Congratulations. You're today's winner.
Hey, man, I might have to dish this joint off to Bryan like John Moran dished the MIP to Desmond Bain, because I mean, he definitely did call cap on me real quick with the Pistons. But look, man, I'm just saying, Wizards, y'all know what y'all need to do, man. Get on the phone with the Kings. Get this trade popping. Let's get Bradley Beal in sack. Let's get Jaden Ivey in Washington. Let's do this thing, man. Come on. Enough of this. Enough.